Hello, I wanted to give you a brief introduction to the installation of our offline ArcGIS Online editing application on both an Android tablet and an iPad, and then I just wanted to walk through a workflow, or the workflows within the application. So you're looking at my desktop. The minute you're actually looking at my computer, and you'll see that we've actually got an Acer Iconia tablet connected by a USB. Clicking on there and internal storage, you actually see the downloads directory or download directory there. What you'll need to do when you've taken the contents of the Dropbox out and drop them on your desktop, you'll need to drag and drop those onto the device itself. Now you'll need the APK, which is the first file, and you actually already dragged that over onto the device, and you also need the D6_offline TPK. Now the TPK is the package which will allow you to view maps offline. So drag and drop those both into the download directory. You can use a directory explorer on the Android tablet itself. I believe there's one called Astro, to actually install that application on the device and then go ahead and use it. So these pretty straightforward installation on an Android. We've also got in this case we've got an iPad connected to the device itself, and we've got iTunes open. You'll need to install the application on an iPad via iTunes. So in the top level library of iTunes, what you'll do is you'll drag the IPA into that library. Once you've done that, click on the iPad option. That'll open up, it will give you access to your iPad. Click on the Apps button at the top. You'll see in the window here, it's asking if you want to install that application. We're going to click on Install, and we're going to click on in the bottom right hand corner, Apply. Now in the top, you actually will be seeing the application installed on the device. Once we're done with the installation and that's completely finished, we'll scroll to the bottom of iTunes. You can see the application there, and we have the ability to drop documents that are related to the application onto the device as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the D6_offline TPK into that area, and again at the top of the screen, at the top of iTunes, you'll actually see that TPK being installed. And once that's complete, what I'm going to do next is just simply show you, this is an application called Reflect, which allows me to mirror what I'm doing on an iPad, so you can see it on the desktop and I can video it. So we'll hit the icon for the application. We'll have a splash screen that comes up. We can OK the geolocation piece, and the application itself is loading. So what you're looking at here is a web map. So this is data that's been published to ArcGIS Online. You've got a number of hosted feature services there, which are the editable layers. We've got a polygon layer, which is the green top left hand corner. We've got the red line layer, and we've also point layer as well. Now this is transportation data, so this represents data pertaining to the transportation sector. The interface is simple. Interacting with the map is obviously pinching and zooming, as you've done in many mobile applications. The options in the top right hand corner, if you tap the layers option, that gives you the ability to turn on and off the layers, and it also gives you the ability to move from online to offline mode. The tools option actually gives two tools out in the base application. The ability to zoom to full extent, which is your loading extent, and then to geolocate. So you'll add a point to the map, a blue point to the map, which is your current location. It will zoom to your location as well. Now as you move, that point will move with you. To actually turn geolocation off, just go back to this option, hit geolocate button in the drop down here, and that will turn the geolocate off and remove the blue dot from the screen. Editing is what we're going to be focused on here, and we've got the three layers there. You hit the edit button, you've got the three layers there, so we've got the point, line and polygon layers. Let's go ahead and actually do this in offline mode. So we're going to hit the layers button, we're going to hit that online offline button we showed earlier, and we're going to hit the load offline maps. So what we're doing now is loading all the data from the device itself. And as you see here, we've got the feature layer the feature layers, the point line and polygon layers there, and we've also got a base map layer. In this case, it's a pretty simple one. It's just post markers and roads. We'll hit the edit button. We'll hit the culverts data. Let's just do that one. We'll hit the map with our finger. Tap the map with our finger. You'll get an option that says click to add a point, and up comes a pop-up window which is all the attributes of that particular feature. So what we're going to do here is simply put some information in there. So we'll put test. As a note information, we'll put a date, which will be the 11th, and let's just add, actually we've got no drop downs. Had we got drop downs domains in this, we would be able to select something from the drop down as well. We're also going to add an attachment. Now, looking at the top, we've got the number of options there. The OK is obviously to add that new point, or if you were updating that point and you tapped it again, if you wanted to update the attributes, you then, when you're finished, you can hit OK. To delete that feature, you'd hit the delete button. Attachment is obviously what we're going to be talking about in a moment, which is attaching an image to that feature. And then geolocate will actually move that feature to your current location. Let's hit the attachment button. What that does is open up the camera. So we're going to tap the open camera button. It actually opens the camera on the device. Now you're just looking ahead of the iPad, which is the monitor, the base of the monitor of this desktop of mine. We'll click back, and we'll also click the use button. What's happening now is that image is actually loading. Now it takes a little, maybe 15-20 seconds for that to come up actually, so that's quite quick. Sometimes on iPads it's slower than Androids. Once we've got the actual window, the image visible, we've got the option to attach. We want that picture, so we're going to attach it. It's now attached. We can go ahead and open the camera again and attach another image if we want, or let's just close it. Once we've closed it, we'll hit the OK button. And we've now got a new point. Now, this is a new point which is stored locally on the device. What we now need to do is to go back online, and we need to actually update the server with that information. So we're going to hit the layers button, we're going to hit online offline, and we're going to hit the load online maps. Now what we're doing next is basically reading from ArcGIS Online and pulling that data back, or rather pulling the web map back that we originally loaded. Now you've got an option that comes up which says edits file found. It should be coming up. There we go. The reflector is slower than the iPad, so there's a lag. Do we wish to upload the stored edits? In this case we want to say yes. And you've got to get a little message that says we're pushing the updates to the server, and now we've got a new point. Let's just go have a look at that point. So we'll tap it, and up comes our attribute window. Let's just scroll down. There's our notes which says test, and there's our attachment. So the application works with points, lines and polygons, and again it is basically pushing data back to ArcGIS Online from an offline mode to an online mode. Enjoy, and give us your feedback on what you find when you've worked with the demo. Thanks for watching.